Hey, you guys, what's up, people? Hope you're having a good day. Back again. See how many people we can get in this live. Let's go for 4 people. 4 people. Can we get 4 people to come in? I got something to say, and I know nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Nobody wants to hear me. My opinion don't mean nothing. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? We'll see if you guys come in or not. Don't nobody come in, and I'll just go about my merry way. One of my high school buddy's sisters, we kind of got hooked up a few years back when I was married. I don't know if she had a crush on me or she was just trying to do her brother's friends. What's up, Gorf? I don't know if she had a crush on me or she was just trying to do her brother's friends as a fun thing or not, but I was chosen. And I pretty much rocked her world. What's up, Vito? I rocked her until my wife chased us down at the time. My wife was a whore. So I told her, if you want to be that way, if you want to screw for spite, I can out-screw you for spite. So once I realized that's all she wanted to do was hurt me, I said, okay, then I'm going to start using my penis for war. So I went to war. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My tops was 7 females in one day. 7 separate women in one day. Because when you get good at hurting somebody, I tend to want to perfect everything that I do, and I'm really, really good at it. On her Facebook page, one of her friends had posted, and this is after the debate, and her friend's a white chick, and she's got a black husband, and how much cost the girls? Back then, we need to have fun. So you don't have to believe that, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I had 2 separate apartments, so my girlfriend's girlfriends wouldn't find out what I was doing. So my wife wouldn't find out, so my girlfriend wouldn't find out, so my girlfriend's boyfriends wouldn't find out. 2 apartments and a house. So I was a bad boy. So this chick's got a friend who's got a black husband, 5 or 6 mixed kids running around, and I figured more than likely she just married a man to piss her dad off, and you could kind of tell the type. But she posted on there, I am proudly not, or anybody on the dope to do it. You know, I used to be quite charming years ago. Married women are the easiest in the world to have sex with, because you can tell them 1,000 different things that their husband didn't tell them this morning. And that's sad, but I just know that for a fact. I just know it. It's in that world, and every day, when you treat sex like taking a leak, it's easy. You don't have a conscience until one day I started thinking, wait a second, I'm not using these girls, they're using me. And once I realized that, I started feeling kind of dirty. I was like, God dang, these girls don't want to hang out. They just want to get busy and get the rocks off. I was like, okay, that's what we got to do. I got it over with. And it wasn't long after that when I finally kicked the old lady out. She was cheating on me one last time, and I finally got her out. And then I went straight into dating mode, move one in, let's hook up and stay together. I don't like dating. Dating sucks. I want to get somewhere and get settled in and love and care for somebody. That's just what I like to do. All these playing games and crap and I like you, do you love me, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm too old for them games. Because once you've been through the heartache that I've been through, then you can smell crap a mile away. You know when it's BS that they're blowing, that they're spewing on you. So this chick put on her page, I'm proudly not gonna vote for him. I said, well, thanks so much for telling the rest of us so we know what kind of person you are. Folks, what I'm gonna say, dating costs money, they ain't worth a dime. That's why I didn't date. That's when I met him and I told him the game. Listen, you wanna have fun and you go back home, no strings attached, that's what we'll do. You meet me at this apartment complex and I'll tell you which apartment I'm in. That's what I used to do. I'd have my boys out working and I'd go out playing. So what you need to realize, and what I'm going to say is probably going to hurt some feelings, but if you've got friends on a Facebook page or on some kind of page, and they're proudly voting for Kamala Harris, why are you silent? Because I'm going to tell you this much, and God's not happy with me right now. I've kind of been in a really pissed off mood the last 2 days when it comes between me and God, because I pray for God to deliver me of this hate. I pray for the Holy Spirit to deliver me from this loathing of law enforcement. I hate them with every bone in my body. I would not care if a cop is in front of me on fire, screaming bloody murder. I would stand there and cheer. I cannot do it anymore. I cannot do it. You extort money from me, and then if I don't exactly what you want me to do, you're going to put me in a cage and or kill me. You're going to steal money from me, and that's what you call your job? No, sorry, can't do it. I can't support you. I just can't believe the American public are so stupid. This is Stockholm Syndrome to the third power. If you've got these people that are openly telling you, I am proud to vote for the hope. I'm proud of it. That person approves of mounting up the legal system and using lawfare to take down their opponents. They approve of silencing your speech. They approve of stealing and shutting down all fuels that power your house. They approve of taxes so high that you can't feed your family. They approve of a terrorist waging wars. The debate the other night, and they listened to goddamn garbage from them moderators and said, yep, that's the way debate should have been handled. Those people are psychopaths. There's not one thing redeemable about a Democrat. Not one. And I'll go on and further say what my ex-pastor said. You cannot be a Democrat in America and be a Christian. You can't. You cannot vote for a Democrat to be the president and call yourself a God-fearing Christian. You can't do it. That's the height of hypocrisy. Well, I think you ought to be able to murder your babies. What's wrong with that? If you think God says you can murder babies in the Bible and it's okay, you're reading the wrong Bible. Let me get this comment. I missed it. You don't know lonely till it's chiseled in stone. Oh, I know lonely, buddy. I know all about it. I was all alone living in the woods eating sweet potatoes every day. I get it. It sucks. But there's nothing more lonely than to be 10 feet from someone and they don't believe you exist. That's even lonelier. That's lonely. These people that claim to be Democrats and claim to be Christians and godly, they're evil. You cannot be a Democrat in America and call yourself a Christian. And it's so many. And listen, I'm a lot of different. You want to get a kick out? You want to have fun? All my white folks in the audience, do you want to have fun? Go join the Black Panther page on YouTube. Join it on Facebook and start talking to them people. You will be so enlightened. Every person, I started the day off watching Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk's got a few things wrong, okay? Charlie Kirk's not perfect. He's young, but he's very, very smart. Charlie Kirk did this thing where he went to liberal colleges, and it was 25 or 20 or 25 to 1. They're all in a circle. A bell rings, and everybody runs to the chair, just like when the music stops, you got to jump in a chair. And then whoever's in that chair, they pick a discussion of what they're going to argue about. 20 of these smart college libtards, and almost every word of their mouth was insanity. They are absolutely insane. They are crazy. They to the bottom of their core think you don't have a right to speak. You don't have a right to think the way you want to think, and you shouldn't have the right to vote. This is how these people think. They think that you are the toxic slime of America. They think that you are garbage, and they think that you shouldn't have a right, if you get down to it, to breathe. The hatred from these people, and God forbid, like I said, there's this one black, some reason Facebook keeps popping this garbage up on my page from these black social media people, and I mean, they are so blatantly racist. If I copy and pasted one of their posts from Facebook, they would shut me down immediately because I'm a white, heterosexual, Christian male. The hate and vitriol and the absolute stupidity. They are so stupid. When you share a news article with something falling out of a Democrat's mouth and they say something incriminating, nope, they didn't say that. I just showed you the video. No, they didn't say that. That was clipped. Watch the whole thing. I'll share the other video. We're not edited at all. Nope, that didn't happen. That's AI. This is Barack Obama, where he said, we're going to flood the public square with so much information that you can't sort your way through it. And it worked. It absolutely worked. I was watching the debate, and I don't like watching Crowder in real time because Crowder, they're just a little bit too goofy. What's up, Tina? Crowder's a little too goofy for me, but one thing about Steven Crowder is they always have the notes. They always have the proof. They're always fact-checking any claim that happens. When you watch Steven Crowder's debate live stream, almost every single solitary word out of Kamala Harris's mouth was a lie. Every fact check done by the media was a lie. Everything. The mainstream media is the enemy of the people. I caught a little bit of Jimmy Dore today, and Jimmy Dore, I want to say I respect him. Tina, I've had a rough day, but thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Jimmy Dore is a liberal who got thrown away by the left. He's a comedian. They threw him away because he had a vaccine injury from the vaccine. But he is so stupid. He is still willing to vote for a Democrat, knowing that it's not my body, my choice when it comes to the left. When it comes to murdering a baby in the womb, yes, my body, my choice. But when it comes to bodily autonomy, when it comes to vaccines and other poisons, nope, you don't have a choice. You don't get to make a decision. That's how insane these people are. But he can never get over it. Jimmy Dore can't go far enough to be honest and truthful. Every time he mentions Gaza, oh, it's a genocide. There's not a genocide happening in Gaza. There's a war happening between the Israel nation and a terrorist nation of Hamas. Period. The people in Gaza, the Philistines, the Palestinians, I guess you could call them. They're Philistines, really. They voted in Hamas and continuously vote for them. And the latest number is 68% of them back and support Hamas, knowing they are a terrorist organization. Here's Jimmy Dore. Oh, Donald Trump's going to send all the money to Israel, and the war's going to keep going. No, I firmly believe that the war will stop when Trump's in office. Listen, you know my stance on Donald Trump, but I am in survival mode when it comes to my family. These First Amendment auditors, like Chile DeCastro and a lot of them, they are ignorant because they will not support Donald Trump because Donald Trump wants to give even more immunity to law enforcement. Listen, I hate cops. I despise them. I absolutely thoroughly detest Donald Trump's opinion on what cops' immunity should be. I detest his opinion. But I know in the bottom of my heart, to the top of my heart, to the very top of my head, America cannot and will not withstand 4 years of Kamala Harris. If Russia doesn't drop a nuclear bomb on us before the election, we'll be gosh darn lucky. Because Russia said yesterday, NATO is now acquiring all the arms necessary to invade Russia. NATO is going into, not just Ukraine, but NATO. They are going to go into Russia. And when that happens, nuclear bombs aren't going to hit Ukraine. They're coming here. You don't stop nuclear war. You don't stop nuclear war. Besides that fact, NATO is funded wholly by us. It is not controlled by us. We don't control NATO. We don't control the NWO. We don't control the WEF. We don't control the WHO. We don't. Supposedly, Congress signed the bill that says that the World Health Organization doesn't have sovereignty over America, but all that takes is a little pen action by the pedophile in chief. We are so, and listen, the CIA is the one that told Zelensky about the War Powers Act. Well, if there's a war going on, you can put off the election. You don't have to have an election. You can stay in power as long as there's a war. And they're going to do it here. Okay? They're going to cheat. And I know there's not a doubt in my mind Donald Trump's going to win, but that don't mean he's going to be put into office. I am just praying to God there's a few more years left. Because I'm not ready, guys. I've got food, but food ain't nothing. Food is going to do no good when there's bombs dropping. We are soft. As Americans, I'm a pretty tough guy. Okay? I hunt, I can trap, I can fish, I can do all them things, but when bombs start dropping, everything changes. Because I love air conditioning. I don't have to chop wood right now. I don't have solar panels. I don't have a way to power my home unless I flip that switch. When that happens, all rules are out the window. We're talking about mass chaos on a scale that you cannot imagine. You add on to that the super criminals in America right now. I mean, for God's sakes, the power ain't out, and Venezuelan gangs have taken over Colorado, and now they've taken over parts of Texas. Venezuelan gangs have taken over parts of Texas. They know what it's like to be hungry, and they're not going to. The Haitians are eating dogs, literally, not a joke, not a laughing talking point. They're eating dogs, cats. They're eating geese. They're eating ducks. If you think for 1 second there's going to be any deer left in the woods for me to hunt and kill, you're out of your mind. Because then, when there's anarchy, there are no rules to killing. There are no rules to killing. They'll be out there. If I could walk through the woods with a spotlight, I could kill deer so fast it'd make your head spin. There'll be no squirrels. There'll be no rabbits. There won't be a such thing known as a zoo. Zoos will not be known in America any longer. There won't be no horses to ride for fun. There ain't going to be no goats and cows. And how many Americans right now can strip out an animal? How many of you got the intestinal fortitude to take a blade down the middle of an animal, cut it open, pull the guts out, and put it on fire? How many of you got the intestinal fortitude to do that? While your kids are screaming, "No, Mommy, don't kill it! I'm hungry, Mommy, but we can't eat foo-foo." That's what is coming to your door. And everybody's just, no. Everybody's still entertained. Everybody's still watching freaking football. These people that are here now are going to come. If you think of food put back, the people that are here now will kill you and take it. And the government will protect them. You think those law enforcement officers, when they get an order to kill you and not kill the illegals, you think they're going to disobey that order? You think law enforcement in America are going to risk their pensions to defend an American citizen? You're a fool. Because they would have done it before the times got hard. And why do you think our U.S. military has now changed their camouflage? They always change their camouflage when they have another war location. The camo they have now is the old greens and blacks and browns. North American warfare. Where's North America at? Oh, golly gee, I wonder. You add on top of that, there's no one telling our military what to do, but they are training our military to do us. The only saving grace you may have from the United States military, if you wrap yourself in a gay flag, they may be your only saving grace. If you put a pride flag around your body. You people are, God bless my subscribers. It's going to be worse than you've ever seen before. Ever. Not at all. We need to watch our own backs. I'm looking out for my husband and daughter. I hope that you're out far enough where you have time. I hope you're out far enough where you have time to do what you need to do to take care of your families. If you and your families aren't practicing right now and you got it down to 2 minutes to get settled in where you're going to go and what you're going to do, you're already too late to the party. When the crap hits the fan, it's not going to be anything about getting in your car and driving somewhere. Because we're going to be lucky if it's a nuclear bombs, it's not going to be one, it's going to be all of them. When they're dropped, traveling is going to be that out of the possibilities. Because you just look, if you ever look at Florida every time they have a hurricane come through. The interstate highways, every highway coming out of Florida, they're all wall to wall, back to back. You ain't getting through it 4, 5, 10 hours in traffic. So when the crap hits the fan and you ain't where you supposed to be at, you ain't going nowhere. And the most dangerous place you can be is out with everyone else. They'll kill you and take your car. They'll kill you and take your children. Ladies, they'll kill you and take you. I don't understand what's so hard. Our military is not going to save us. We are completely on our own. You know why our military ain't going to save us? Well, for one thing, we don't have any military left. Number two is they don't have the fuel in their vehicles to come save us. There's no fuel. You better get out. East Coast is target number 1. Texas, the only survival in Texas is going to be because it's so big. It's going to be the only survival in Texas. But they're going from the bottom of California all the way up, all down the southern states, and then all the way up the eastern seaboard, all the way to Maine. Because you got to remember, China's coming through Canada. They coming straight on over the Canadian border, and ain't nothing going to stop them because Canada is not an ally. We are the world's premier military. The other countries of the world don't have a military big enough. We got more New York City cops than the total military of the EU. 50,000 New York police officers. That outnumbers the UK's military. 50,000 troops, that's it. What are they going to do with 200 million? 200 million Chinese troops. And splash in a dash of Russian troops and splash in a dash of Venezuelan troops because they're all here. They're all here. And in America, as big as it is, you know how easy it is to destroy America? In every county, you don't have to be every county, not every major city. Get a big truck, steal a van, and run it through one of these big electrical sites where they got all the grid going to. Run into it, crash it. Go to the water treatment plants, douse poison in it. Start wildfires. You start wildfires that's going on all over the country right now. How do we know they weren't set already? Wildfires, and it's got everybody over here burning down millions and millions of acres that have what? Shelter. There's shelter in the woods,
that has animals in the woods that will die from fire. It'll drive everyone in other directions. There is not one good thing that's going to come. Because the Bible says that Israel's going to be destroyed. But Mystery Babylon's going to go first. They have to take us out first. I cannot give you any good news. And if you folks are not ready for what's coming, you're not ready by now, you're not going to be. You need to have 2 minutes to get out of your house or to be somewhere. I'm telling you, if I could get my family to listen to me, I would sell everything right now and go to some South American country. I'd go be a Christian missionary in the Amazon right now. That's the safest place on earth, is being in the middle of Amazon. That's the safest place, because nobody wants it. Nobody wants the Amazon. Nobody wants it. The mosquitoes are as big as birds. That's the safest place you could go right now. There's no other place. China's taken over every place else. And that's to say, if we're lucky enough that war happens, because I'm reading the Bible. The Bible talks about the wars, but it also mentions Apophis, that big old asteroid that's coming around the sun in 2025. We already hit last week with asteroids. Did you know that? Meteors, they call them. Meteors hit last week. Big meteors. There's one that hit in North Carolina, not even 20 minutes up the road from here. I just don't understand. I send my wife, I send Tina this stuff, and she just don't listen to none of it. She just, all she wants is her cell phone and her cigarettes. She's totally blind to the entire world. What's up, Jake? She's totally blind to the entire world. And my oldest daughter, well, Dad, you're just being negative. You got to be positive. You can be positive all you want. That ain't gonna stop them bombs from falling on you. You can be positive all you want. That ain't gonna stop somebody kicking your door in and taking your wife and children outside to do God knows what to them. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing: the Islamic threat in America. I never thought I'd live to see the day that mass migration of Muslims would take over America, but they are producing faster than the illegal alien Mexicans are. Didn't think that would happen, did you? Well, they are. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. There's nothing you can do. Pray. Have faith in God. Trust in Him. Ain't nobody going to get out of this alive. No one's going to get out of this alive. For all you brave guys, oh, I got freaking guns and I got ammo over my dead body. Okay. Okay. Because if you're a man and you're in a house, and even if you got your wife, a husband and a wife cannot keep 10 attackers out of the house. You can't guard every window and door. If you've got a little time, maybe board up your windows, board up your doors, go out and buy a cheap welder and weld some metal frames up, stick it on your windows on the inside. It is worse than you can ever imagine. I wish I would have started 5 years ago. If I could have been on the lake, I would have had a chance, but that was stolen away from me. Well, if something happens to my kids, nothing that matters to me. I'm done. I'm over. I don't care. If I can't protect my children, then I don't care what happens. I'll go out and blaze the glory. I don't care. It don't matter to me. My kids are the only thing that matters to me. That's it. I live and breathe for my children. It's my job as a father to do everything in my power. If I got to make them hate me to get them to listen, then they're going to have to hate me, because I'm going to do everything in my power to try to protect them. Kids nowadays are so naive. Adults nowadays are so naive. Can you believe Democrats are this stupid? And they're so brainwashed. It's like my attorney. It's taking everything in my power not to go up there and slap him silly for robbing me blind and screwing me over. But the simple fact is, you graduated from Duke University to be an attorney. You've been an attorney for 40 years. But you can look at Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and say, yep, that's the person I want in charge of my military. If they can say that with a straight face, that's insanity. These people cannot be trusted. I ain't going to trust them. Get ready. God bless. Thanks for being here.